Hello, everybody. I am Dr. John Dexter, and I am the professor for Human Resources Management, HRM 6603. I want to spend just about 5 minutes with you, run through some high points on the syllabus and set some expectations and requirements for the course. Should be about a 5-minute video, so bear with me. I know that the long, lengthy videos for online learning don't always work, so I'm committed to making mine quick. I live and work virtually out of Dallas, Texas, so office hours are not applicable to this class. That said, if you need some one-on-one time with me, send me an email and I will make time just about whenever you need it. So, and part of the reason for that is because we have international students from all over the world, Europe and Asia. So I really need to be available from early in the mornings till late in the evenings, and I try to do that as best I can. When you send me an email, make sure that you put the course number in the subject line so I know how to find you. I have more than one course going on at any given time, so it doesn't always work if you just say, hey, this is Smith, I need to I need to talk to you. I'm like, well, okay, I got 70 of them. So anyway, the textbook for this class is No, Hollenbeck and Gerhardt and Wright, excuse me, and it's the 10th edition. I haven't heard anybody having any trouble getting that text, so I assume that everything's going all right. Most people have chosen, I think, the online version. There are several recommended readings. The material on the midterm exam and the discussion boards and term paper don't come from the supplemental readings, so they're really there to give you a more rounded view of the topics at hand. I highly recommend that you read them, but you don't have to study them as in depth as I expect you to with the textbook. So there are three major components to this class. They are the discussion boards, a midterm exam in week 5, covering the first few chapters, and the final term paper. The discussion boards, I believe there are 6 of them for this class, worth 30%. It's 5% for each of the 6. They are always due. In fact, all assignments are due at 11:59 on Sunday night, unless otherwise stated. The only time I think that comes into play maybe with the midterm exam, and definitely with the final paper because of the time frame to get grades in. So I think generally the term papers are due on Wednesday. When you do a discussion question, make sure you understand what the expectations are. There are 2 posts to every discussion question assignment. One is your response to the questions, and the other is your response to one of your peers' posts. It's a discussion. We should be having a discussion. When you respond to your peers, don't just say, I agree. If you say, I agree, great. Tell me why you agree and give me your support as to how you arrived at that decision. Support needs to be from references, academic references, such as peer-reviewed journals, conference proceedings, textbooks, dissertations, anything that has research that's based in fact as opposed to opinion. So I would shy away from things like Forbes or Business Week or things like that, where some author just writes his opinion, and that's not really a factual representation, nor is it academic, what I would consider an academic reference. So anyway, make sure you understand the discussion questions. Again, the midterm is proctored, 2 hours maximum, 3 attempts during that 2-hour window, no materials, 40 questions, multiple choice, I believe. Might move a little bit, but I believe that's what I'm planning on. And then the last piece is 40%, which is a big chunk of the class, and that's on your term paper, which needs to be 3,000 to 4,500 words. Don't come under 3,000. Don't go over 4,500. The limits are there, 3,000, so that you do a robust research paper, and 4,500 because I don't need 10,000 word essays at the end of the semester and trying to grade 75 of them or whatever number I've got. So Anyway, with that, I think it's the course and the syllabus is pretty straightforward. The only other comments I have, since I'm right at my 5 minutes here, are I generally do not curve. I've never curved. I don't think that curving has been necessary. In a graduate class, you get an A or a B, and a couple of you get C's, unfortunately, but that's the way it works out. And I also do not round. The reason why I do not round up is because, for example, a discussion question may be worth 5 points, and if I didn't round, or if I rounded, I would have to either give you 4 or 5. So everybody in the class would either get an 80% or 100%. Well, there's a lot of room in there, so I will generally give like a 4.6, which would be a 94%. The challenge with doing that is at the end of the semester, all those decimals add up, and at the end of the semester, it might end up being an 89.7. It doesn't feel very good if you're an 89.7 and you still get a B. But that's because we don't round anything, and the math is what it is. So do the little bit of extra effort and get yourself over that hump so that doesn't get you at the end. With that, that's it. Look forward to a great class. This is kind of a fun one, a lot of spirited discussions. And if you need anything, please post your general questions to the Ask the Instructor section on the discussion board, or email me directly. And don't forget to put your class and course number in the subject line. Thank you very much. Good luck, everybody.